On.
Good morning, welcome back. We're going to go through another little part of the process. So the dough has done its first rise overnight, and
whoa!
done filled up, popped some bubbles. We went a little bit late, but still will be just as perfectly effective. So we'll put this to the side for a minute. Take this off.
That's big.
Yeah. Sometimes when you catch it earlier, the bubbles are still intact, which is a little bit better, but this still works just fine. I guess the main point that I would like to drive home is, as long as you kind of get to know the personality of your dough, you can still have some excellent bread when you're all done. So we olive oil up our hands real good. And it's kind of like a cat. Push it under, kind of giving it a stretch, pushing it under. Push it under, push it under, push it under. I like it to be a little smoother than this usually, but so I just keep pushing it under, pushing it under, pushing it under, and kind of giving it some tension.
And unsticking it.
Yeah, unsticking it, but mostly giving it some of that top tension so that when it's in the oven, it springs up and rises real nice. Like I said, there's a lot of different ways to do these processes. This is the one that works well for us, so I'm sharing it. Push that guy under until we start seeing the gas bubbles starting to reappear under a tense skin. You see that? And sometimes I'll do this and I'll put it in the refrigerator and let it do its second rise in the refrigerator and retard it. Sometimes that can be 4 hours, sometimes 6 hours. I mean, you can really play around with, and it's actually more forgiving than you would think, I believe. So we'll get all that tucked under, and then we'll gently scoop it out, give it another little tuck, and set it on our wax paper or our parchment paper. Wax paper would melt in the oven. Parchment paper will not.
There it is. I hope it won't stick when you're baking it.
Nope, that won't. That's what parchment paper's for. Now, I'm probably not the guy to watch if you need to have these perfectly art-looking doughs, but
that's really good.
if you just want some good bread,
That
you
even
go
makes
through
the best buns.
the whole shaping process. And like I used to take the time to put flour on here and tuck it under and tension it and spin it and tension it and spin it. And then I tried some other stuff like this, and you know, the bread comes out just as fantastic. And I really didn't need that part of the process. So
You would probably be the best in a bread store. You'd probably make the best bread.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, so there. Now that's ready, and you know, we'll let it sit there for a little bit. Our ovens are already on at 400. The 10-quart cast iron Dutch oven is already in there with the lid on. We'll let that get all heated up, and stay tuned for the next video where we'll be putting it in the oven. And right now I'm going to work on making our next batch of dough, just like we showed you in the first video.
Okay, tell me when.
So this will be it for right now until we go into the oven. Thank you. See you on the next video.